There's so many forms of inspiration. I started singing professionally 18 years. I've been singing my whole life as a little child. Um, I always would ask the question, what would the world look like without music? And it's something that I wouldn't we wouldn't know what to do, to be honest. Of course, in Judaism we celebrate the Torah. We celebrate what God created the world for. But one of the greatest gifts He has given us is music. Music is an inspiration to people in a way that a lot of things can't, penetrate the soul. And to me, as a young child, I fell in love with music. I always said I wanted to, if God gives me the voice as a child, hopefully, your voice changes after a while. So will that voice change into a voice that people want to hear? Or it's going to be a voice, and thank God He did. He gave me a voice when I was a kid. I used to sing a lot. Actually, on the latest album, which is right behind me, Those Were the Days, there's a medley called Shwekey Medley, which I do a lot of my older songs. And I start the medley off as a little child, probably 10, 11 years old at the time. And I wanted to give a memory of what I was as a kid. So I start singing as a kid, and then it goes back into the present. That's a compilation of a lot of the Jewish songs, in our history, which I wanted to give a taste to the youth who don't know those songs that I grew up with. A lot of my age, 35, 40-year-olds know it, but and it's been a great success this last album. Those Were the Days. But anyway, going back to myself, listen, what could I say? We wanted to target every Jewish population where they live, every city, every place in the world, and I think we have done that. Travel all over the world to sing and bring Jewish music, a lot of my music, and it's been an unbelievable journey from the beginning till now. I could probably write a book as thick as the phone books they used to give out. Now there's no more phone books. I don't know where they all went, but the book could be as thick as that, with the greatest stories of meeting so many different people around the world and inspiring so many people to fulfill their dreams in music. Also, many musicians and singers have come over to me in the last, since the beginning actually, and asking me how do they follow their dreams. You know what I say? I say exactly what I said in one of the songs. You can be anything you want to be. You just have to put, your heart into it. Your heart has got to be all in. When you sing a song, you got to believe in that song from A to Z. If you believe in that song and in the message you're doing and you're giving out to people, you can't sing a song that's half-baked. You got to be all in. And those are the people that really succeed, if they're all heart and all in. And this is what music's all about. When you become mature and you start really seeing the world differently, it transfers into the music. It translates, I should say, into the messages you wanna give out. Because as a kid, I started, when I first started, I was just starting out, and of course I believed in the songs, but as I went on, I saw how deep those messages can go, and how people really, I'm talking about people that in hospital beds, people that are, you're talking about the worst of the worst sicknesses, and how they view music as life. You realize now, the last album before this, Those Were the Days, was called We Are a Miracle. It was a message that I wanted to say to the world, that the nation of Israel is a miracle. The fact that we exist through all the pogroms, through all the Holocaust, everything that is, they say, some of the rabbis say, the biggest miracle in the world. And we celebrate that actually on Pesach, where I have a great song called V'hi She'amda, where it's straight out from the Haggadah, where we talk about every generation we have people that are haters and they want to annihilate us, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu Matzilenu Miyadam. God Almighty is the one who saves us from all this, and we hold the cup of wine and we raise it. And thank God I had the The great gift of this special song that I did in Kesaria, V'hisha Amda, and so many families sing that song right now. V'hisha Amda lavoteinu, V'hisha Amda lavoteinu velawanu, Shelo echad bilvad amad aleinu lechadotenu, Amad aleinu lechadotenu. And we sing that song. And I first recorded it in a place called Caesarea in Israel, in a very, very holy place, spiritual place, Kesaria. And I didn't know back then that this song is going to be a part of every Jewish household on Pesach. And they raise the glass and they sing the song. And those type of messages, Michael, back to your question, those type of messages comes with time. It comes with growing. It comes with looking at the world a certain way, realizing that every child and every person serves a purpose in the world. As a child, you think, what am I? Who am I? How do I count in the world? There's so many billions of people. Where's my place? How do I make my mark in the world? I want to leave this earth. I tell myself all the time, I want to leave this earth with a mark. With my children saying, hey, he used his talent for the right reasons. Not only to make a living. I want to use it for the right reasons. I want to inspire people with music. I want to inspire myself. I want to inspire my family. It's all about that. It's all about music as inspiration. Music has and there's dance music too. I'm not talking about only sad songs. I'm talking about happy songs that really rejuvenate the soul and give people a reason to continue to be positive. And I get that all the time. I get that from people around the world. How one show in Brazil, in Rio, in Sao Paulo, in Argentina, in Mexico where we were just now, in wherever we were, in Israel, which I go back all the time. So many stories from one show. Can you imagine? You continue doing it and continue and going to every place and every country and every city, and you meet new people and you tell them about the music, and it's endless. It's endless what you can do.